love, unity, respect. Yay!
Yeah.
Let me disarm you.
My name is Shannon. I'm a freshman here at UCLA. I'm 19 years old.
I just wanna know what it feels like to have your body so close. Let me absorb.
I'm Christine. I'm a freshman at UCLA and I'm 19 years old.
I just wanna know what you look like without a weight on your soul.
I think if my parents knew that I was going to a rave, wow, I really don't even want to think about this. I think they'd ask, like, why do you even want to go to this? What is so attractive about it? Like, just go to a normal concert.
So let me disarm you.
Drugs are bad, you're gonna die if you do drugs.
You're not even 21.
Let me disarm.
There's a lot of strangers who will try to, like, rape you.
Kidnap you.
Yeah, you never know. The reason raves are so attractive for Asian Americans especially is because a lot of our parents are kind of tiger parents. They always push us to do hard in school, and in school we always just, work hard, get those A's, like go to all your club meetings, all that kind of stuff. And I think raves are a way for everyone, but Asian Americans in particular, to let go for the weekend. Like, there's just one night where there's like absolutely no worries whatsoever.
I mean, the rave culture, like, everyone's so friendly. I think at raves, like, it doesn't really matter, like, your financial background, like, your race, your ethnicity, anything. Like, it's just like, hey, like, if you're here to have a good time, then, like, I want to have a good time with you.
PLUR is basically like the staple word of the rave community, I would say. It stands for peace, love, unity, and respect. And it kind of embodies like how everyone is just very loving and there's no like judgments. It's just respect.
The idea of PLUR is like pretty evident. Like, my first rave experience, like, so many people would ask us, like, are you okay? And they would give us like water, anything we needed, and like people there want to make sure you have a good time, like maybe even a better time that they're having.
So the reason that back rubs and light shows are really popular at raves are because when people are rolling, like on MDMA, then back rubs feel really great because there's this physical body high that you get when you're rolling. MDMA enhances the visuals that you see. There's always like shiny things like trail in your eyes so that light shows really close to your face. Like, people will have these gloves that have lights on the end and they'll like do all these twirly things, and you're supposed to like follow it with your eyes just because it like trips you out, and it feels really cool. It's very common for people to be rolling on ecstasy at raves. It's basically like expected almost. Yeah, it's definitely expected actually.
I feel like it's just part of the culture. Like, it's not, I don't know, it's not abnormal. Like, it's just, expected.
Yeah. Ecstasy is termed a very safe drug compared to other ones, but there are definitely still a lot of dangers to it. Like, no drug is completely safe, anything like that. People definitely die from dehydration or even drinking too much water because they want to protect so much from the dehydration that they drink too much water. And then because raves get very hot, sometimes people will not be able to drink water or not have access to water because they're in the middle of a crowd, and then they get heat stroke or something like that, and then they'll get a seizure and die.
And who can say if you love as your heart shows only time?
The main demographic for people at raves, I would say, are Asians, and with that comes a lot of like misperceptions and stereotypes too. From what I was informed of and what I read on, is just after a Asian girl died at a rave, and people were just like, okay, hashtag let's ban Asians, like they can't handle themselves, like, you know, it's just they're like causing a lot of trouble because of the death of the girl, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, so there's a lot of hatred towards Asians, and like it just sucked in a way for me. My personal reaction to it was just kind of like, wow, like it was just one girl, and I don't know, like, how could you stereotype a whole race? She was just a person and she made a mistake, and it could have been anyone, so it wasn't fair to condemn a whole race and like put all this stereotype on someone, like, oh, they can't handle themselves, like, you know, they're not meant for this type of culture and stuff like that, which I thought was very wrong.
People who aren't part of the rave culture, like parents and the media, they want a scapegoat to blame like all the problems on, like the deaths, the dehydration, the drug use and abuse. So they blame it on Asians, like, oh, this didn't start happening until all these Asians came in, even though that's not true, but they want a scapegoat.
The event with the Asian girl and how they started that hashtag ban Asians, I think that stems from like just the racism in our society. Even though like there is a strong PLUR culture there, it just shows that racism sometimes is actually always there. So.